The rain hasn't stopped all day in DC, and the defenders will play their second game in the pouring rain in as many weeks. The 2-5 Tampa Bay Vipers are in Audi Field to tussle with the 4-3 defenders of the district, and a win for the boys in red will give them an inside track to the #1 seed of the East. DC will get some well-needed home cooking. They still remain undefeated at home and winless on the road. Vipers fans rejoice. Aaron Murray has been medically cleared from his early season foot injury and will be starting today. Can he provide the spark needed to turn their season around? Cardale Jones has played well enough to have DC in control of their own destiny for the playoffs. Another strong outing today will keep the defenders in the driver's seat. Tampa Bay shocked the world with a 25-0 victory over DC in Week 4. Will we see a repeat performance today? Tampa Bay Vipers, DC Defenders. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. Tampa Bay has won the toss and elected to receive. My name is Bravo33, and this is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. We've got a good one for you today, fellas. As DC is kicking the ball off, Tampa Bay picks it up at about the 1-yard line, and they are wrestled down at the 24-yard line. Aaron Murray has not seen any XFL action in a very long time, and he finally gets his chance to show his worth all the way in Week 8. Can he get them a third win of the season? There has been the staple of the Vipers since day one, Devion Smith. Great shot of him. He sits in the backfield of the offset eye as Aaron Murray is under center. There's the snap. He does not get the rock. Oh man, that's a tough start for a guy who just came back. He drops back, tries to roll away from the defense, and he is immediately sacked for a loss of 7. And Tampa Bay is at their own 16-yard line after the first play of the game. Now, if you're a Vipers fan, you must be happy that Murray is back in the lineup, a staple in the Georgia Bulldog offense many moons ago. There's a handoff to Devion Smith, who picks up a gain of 1, 3rd and 16, a 3rd and long for Tampa Bay to start off. Not an ideal situation for them, but unfortunately, this is what they're going to have to deal with. I mean, it can only go uphill from here, right, guys? I mean, we're just getting started. We're about 50-some-odd seconds into the game, and we have Aaron Murray in the gun with Devion Smith flanked to his left. He's got 4 wide receivers. There's a snap. He's looking for a man standing tall in the pocket, steps up, fires to Devion. Devion doesn't go anywhere. He gets what they call a gain of 1. That's a generous spot. So to start off the game, Tampa Bay has a 3-and-out and will be punting this ball away to the defenders. Great defense by the defenders. And there is the punt. It is up and away. Can they get this into DC territory? They do. Great kick coverage by the Vipers. He goes nowhere. Tackled down at the 44-yard line. Still great field position for Cardale Jones. If I'm a quarterback starting off my game and you tell me, hey, you're going to be starting at your own 44-yard line as opposed to the 20 or the 25, I'd shake your hand and say, thanks, buddy. I appreciate the insight and the good help that I don't have to start all the way back near my end zone. Cardale Jones in the center. He takes a snap, gets rid of it as he's hit. He gets it to his running back. I believe that is Tyler Pittman. He gets a gain of 6. Oh, I'm sorry. That was to the fullback, Tyrone Carpenter. Great toss. He got hit as soon as he threw the ball. But nonetheless, he completed it for a gain of 6, and he's got a 2nd and 4. So far, a good start for DC. Hopefully they can turn that play into another great play and they pick up a first down. Single back in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. It is a handoff to Pittman this time, and he picks up some yardage. He's got a little room, and he's tackled from behind at the 37-yard line of Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 for the defenders. Tyler Pittman is going to have a huge game today to alleviate some of the pressure off of Cardale Jones. Cardale has been the constant for DC, while other players have had trouble getting started. Cardell has always been there for that team, and there he is calling an audible in the offset eye. This looks like it's going to be a run, and it is to Pittman, who's met at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. He goes nowhere. Great defensive stop by the Vipers.
Did you see that? Beautiful, just beautiful.
And there goes the pair of 57s, Sims and Butler. You pick your choice on who made that tackle there.
Big one right here, boys. Gun, split spread, weak draw. All out here. Break.
We're just under 7 minutes, and we have a scoreless game. The Tampa Bay Vipers, the last time they played the Defenders, shocked everybody. DC looked like the favorites early on in the season with their first 2 wins, and then Tampa Bay showed up. Well, DC showed up in Tampa Bay and put up a goose egg while Tampa Bay put up 25 points. DC has been 2 different teams, a team on the road and a team at home. At home, they are undefeated at 4-0, and away, they are winless at 0-3. Lucky for them, they're home today, so if you're taking score at home, this should be a win for DC, but you never know. There goes Cardell Jones in the shotgun set. He takes the snap. He fires it to the sideline, and it is caught. First down for the DC Defenders. They are at the Tampa Bay 24-yard line, and they are moving this ball down the field and making it look easy. Cardell, tall in the pocket. That is the 2nd time he has been hit from behind in this drive. His right tackle has to help him out there. He can't take too many more hits from behind, or we'll be talking about Jay McDaniel coming in to finish the rest of this game. Nonetheless, great pass by Cardell. 1st and 10 for the Defenders. They are in the shotgun set with 2 backs flanked to each side of him. That would be Carpenter and Pittman. There's a snap. It is not a run. He fires it towards the middle. It is received by Berry, and they spot him a first down. I don't believe he even got near the first down, but unfortunately for the Vipers and all you Vipers fans, they mark it a first down.
Is this a great drive or what?
And Cardell is feeling himself, and yes, it is a great drive, Cardell. Keep it up. You are that close to the end zone. What you need is 6, not 3 here. Another shotgun set. Fires on the out route. It is complete. Spin move. Going nowhere. Still a gain of 8. Barry Jenkins with an 8-yard reception. Great play. Great job by Cardell. Cardell is having a fantastic start to this game as we are approaching the 5-minute mark. He has completed every pass he's thrown so far. I believe that makes him 4 for 4. And here they come out in the straight eye left. Got tight ends on both sides. But for Cardell to start this way, and there's a handoff to Pittman. Pittman cuts it upfield. Pittman lowers his shoulder, and he is tackled into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Defenders. Tyler Pittman muscles his way into the end zone, and we are just under 5 minutes into this quarter, and DC has put up a crucial 6 points to start off the game. Great drive by the Defenders. Way to not let up by Pittman. He was met before the end zone, and he stood his ground. A Vipers linebacker tried to seal the deal with a tackle, but he just pushed him forward right into the end zone. Touchdown, Defenders. And pending this extra point, we will have a 7-0 ball game. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Defenders. Great start for the Defenders. Tough break for Tampa Bay, who went 3 and out, punted the ball away, and gave up 6.
Nothing. When we get the lead, let's get back out there and crack some heads.
And there was a shot of Cornelius next to Aaron Murray. Cornelius did a great job. I mean, unfortunately, in Murray's absence, they were only able to get 2 wins out of the 7 weeks. And here they are. They still have an outside shot at the playoffs. Wow, what a hit. The Defenders are not playing at all. Wow. Lloyd, hello. Welcome to today's game. If you haven't woken up yet, that is a rude awakening. The Vipers have not been able to pick up that many wins this season, but they are virtually not eliminated. Technically not eliminated in this. as Murray has rolled out and thrown opposite the field. That was a tough throw to begin with. Simpson couldn't hold it down. Let's blame it on the weather. Let's not say it was his fault. He was wide open too. Got his hands out. Just couldn't reel it in. If you get your hands on the ball, catch the damn ball. I think I've been saying that since week 6. They've got to make it happen, man. If you get a hold of it, bring it in. Here's Murray. He's in the gun. It'll be a great job. It'll be a great start if they can get a first down on this possession here. They haven't had a first down yet. There's a snap. It's a little high. He pump fakes, tosses towards the middle, and his man is hit as he catches it. A 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1 for the Vipers. A very manageable down. Simpson has redeemed himself there, guys. Dropped it on the play before. Murray shows confidence to go right back to him off the pump fake. He was whooping on that one, and he made a great catch there. So we have a 3rd and 1 for the Vipers. They have plenty of options here, but they do have Devion Smith. They're in an offset eye with only one wide out, so you would expect run, and it looks like the defenders are expecting run as well. There's the handoff to Devion, and Devion is tackled. He fell forward, and these refs are very generous, and they're very, very unforgiving as well. That looks like a bad spot. We have 4th and inches, and unfortunately, they're going to have to punt it again. I believe they got a first down. It's a little too early to throw a challenge flag to lose a timeout. You're just going to have to punt this one away, and that is what they'll do. Tony Law boots it up in the air. It is a high one. It is brought down by Waswa Edmonds, and he is immediately tackled at the 34-yard line, and he is slow to get up.
You flatten his ass. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully he got back up. They didn't show a shot of him afterwards. We just had a little bit of Viper smack talk. They shouldn't be talking smack because their defense gave up 6 almost immediately. The defenders, again, have good field position. Instead of the 44, they started at the 34. Jones is in the shotgun set. 2 wide outs to the bottom of your screen. There is the snap. He is standing tall in the pocket. He is looking downfield. He's got a man. It is complete. Another great toss by Cardell Jones. Great reception by Jenkins. The defenders are moving the football, and it looks like the Vipers can't do anything about it. What a mismatch there. Barry Jenkins, a receiver in the slot, was matched up against Sims, and he blew right on by him. That is a blown coverage. First of all, that's bad personnel by the defensive coordinator of the Vipers. He's got to realize what guys are in and what guys he needs to have in there. And right now, they're in a 3-wide set. He has a delayed handoff to Pittman, and he is running up the middle, and he is going to be untouched. He is going all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, defenders, and we are breaking this game wide open. The defenders are making it look easy. Wow. Tyler Pittman takes a delayed handoff, a halfback delay, a halfback draw, whatever you want to call it. Guys in the truck, I thought we had this discussion last week. You guys got to give me some replays, man. I think they weren't ready for it. I think that's what it was. Pittman took it right up the gut. He had a sea of offensive linemen and other players blocking for him. He went untouched to the end zone for 6. Great start for the defenders. And just like that, and within 7 minutes of play, the defenders have 14 points and the Vipers have none. The Vipers have had 2 3-and-outs, and the defenders have capitalized on both drives and have put up points. If the Vipers don't respond here, this one might be over fast. This is not looking good for Aaron Murray, who is making his return back from a week 1 foot injury. Cornelius, they decided to put on the bench to allow Murray to get some playing time here. I agree with the fact that you got to get Murray some reps, whether or not you've been eliminated from the playoffs or not. But unfortunately, it's not been a good start for Murray. Murray gets sacked on his first play, 2 3-and-outs. Now he's found himself down 14. He's got to make something happen. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 25. Decent field position to start. They're in an I formation with receiver to the top of your screen. There is the snap. It is a rollout from Murray. He's got some time. He finds his running back out of the backfield. Unfortunately, he couldn't get his feet inbounds. And we have a 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass. That was a pass to Farmer. I thought that was the running back, the tailback, but it went to the fullback. Incomplete pass to Farmer. 2nd and 10. That defender's defensive line is pretty intimidating, and they have been a menace so far in the first 8 minutes of this game. Offset I for the Vipers. This might be a run to Devion Smith, and there it is. And Devion is met immediately in the backfield by a sea of defenders. I love saying that for some reason. 3rd and 11 for the Vipers, and it looks like it's going to be another 3 and out. What they can't have to happen here is have Aaron Murray take another sack, and then they'll be punting deep again, giving DC good field position. Aaron Murray is standing tall. He throws it across the middle. It is bobbled and dropped. The Vipers cannot catch a break. I believe that was to the tight end Sean Baker, who had a great play last week for Tampa Bay to get a big win last week. And here comes Law again for the 3rd time in a row in just this quarter. We have 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the first, and he is punting the ball away again. He's deep in his own territory, which only translates to a DC field position that is way better than starting around your own 20. Edmonds tries to juke away. He goes nowhere, probably picks up about 3 yards, but again, Washington is starting at their own 43, and if you're Cardale Jones and the defenders coaching staff, here is another opportunity of short field position for you and your guys to get an easy 6. Let's see what they do here. They're in an I formation with 1 receiver to the bottom of your screen. They've got plenty of options here. There's a handoff to Pittman. Pittman tries to get skinny, jukes away, gets hit from behind. He still picks up 3. Pittman's having a hell of a game. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns already to start this game. The Vipers look like they don't have an answer to stop him. Pittman has been bottled up.
Okay, coach wants this one. Straight open 50XA pose. Got it? Good.
He's been bottled up for the majority of the season that the Last Life Gaming Network has covered. But today they're going in, and he's doing it up. They have him on the sideline for this play as Cardale is under center with an empty backfield. He finds his man to the side of the field. It is caught by Barry, and Barry is taking off. He will not be caught. Oh my God, it is another touchdown for the defenders. We have a 20-0 game with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, can you call this a revenge game for the defenders? The last time these two met, because every team has played each other now up until this point, we are in week 8, so one team has played all 7 other teams, and now some of the games are being rotated. And we have the first matchup that is a rematch of this league this year, which is these two teams going at it. And Tampa Bay absolutely blanked DC 25-0 at their own home field. So now, kick is up, kick is good. Now, DC is like, you know what? We got a point to prove today, man. They are up 21-0 on the Vipers with a minute to go. This might get uglier. I mean, if Tampa Bay doesn't move this football on this drive, that might be it. I mean, it's early to say that. There's plenty of football. I've seen many football games where teams are up 35-0 or something crazy like that, and teams have made comebacks. Great stop there by the special teams of the defenders. But the way that the Vipers are set up, they are not a team that is good at coming back from behind. Devion Smith helps Tampa Bay control the clock, and right now he might be phased out of the offense just because they need to get points. Trips formation at the bottom of your screen. They got Devion Smith flanked to the right of Murray. What are the Vipers going to do here? They hand the ball off to Devion Smith. He shakes away from one guy but meets 2 defenders. 2nd and 8. And what a comparison there. You would think it would have been the other way around. Tyler Pittman is not the feature back of the defenders. He gets a lot of reps but he is not the guy that they look for, while Devion is the man for Tampa Bay, one of the top running backs in the league, and he is out right now as they have trips formation at the top of your screen and the empty backfield. You would expect him to have that many yards, but he's only got 2 yards. That is shocking. An out route, tossed to the sideline, and another incomplete pass. The Vipers wide receivers, they are not helping Murray at all. Simpson and Hubbard and Lloyd, they have even Baker, they have not been a great help to Tampa Bay. Maybe they're not in rhythm with Murray, who is replacing Cornelius, who has done a majority of the games this year. So, I mean, with Murray back, maybe they're not used to his cadence, his tight throwing. He throws it up middle of the field, and it is nearly intercepted. And Vipers fans, I'm sorry. It's another 3 and out. I mean, Murray has not looked good at all this first quarter. I wish I had something better to say, but unfortunately, this is where we are. It is 4th and 8 for the Tampa Bay Vipers. I don't believe they have crossed the 35-yard line of their own side of the field yet. DC has 21 points already, and it looks like it's only going to get uglier. There's the snap. Law punts the ball away. It's nearly blocked, but it is a high one. Look at the hang time on that one. It is picked up by Edmonds, who is grabbed up immediately, dropped down at the 38, and I feel like a broken record.
All right. Great coverage, guys.
I've been saying it from the beginning of the game. Tampa Bay 3 and out. Great field position for DC. Touchdown defenders.
Double weak stretch. Got it? Good. Break.
Here comes Cardell Jones in a single back formation with Pittman in the backfield. I would just keep handing this ball off to Pittman. He's been playing so well this first quarter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Pittman. Pittman's got a little room. He gets skinny. He is met by 2 Viper defenders, and he is brought down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the defenders. And, hey, man, if it ain't, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pittman has had his way with this defense. Great job by Pittman. Great job by the DC offensive line. Those guys, offensive linemen, usually don't get credit for their work, but you can see it here. And it is the end of the first, and it's not a typo, guys. That is the absolute truth. If you're just joining us, the defenders are leading the Vipers 21-0. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. Now, this is the second rain game that DC has had in as many weeks. They are becoming veterans of the rain. The last time they played, it was pouring out. You could barely have any visibility against the Roughnecks, but the Roughnecks were still able to pick up the win against the defenders. It led to a 3-way tie, so this is a big game for the defenders, and so far, so good while they're up 21-0. They're in a 3-way tie with the Guardians and the Battlehawks. They own the advantage between both teams. They have both wins over both squads, so they are the #1 seed right now for the playoffs if the playoffs were to start today. There's a throw over the middle. That one was a little risky. It was a 3 and out for DC. That is the first 3 and out for DC today, but they're in good shape as they're up 3-0. As I was saying, it is a good start for DC, who is sitting in a 3-way tie. They're tied for first in the East, but they have the inside track as the leaders in the tiebreakers. A win here would put them at 5-3 and in sole possession of first place. There's a snap for Law. Law punts it up. And yes, I am saying Law twice. They both have punters named Law. This is the All-Pro Football 2K8 engine without any mods. I am using their game to complete the XFL season. This is week 8 of the regular season. We are steadily approaching the playoffs. And if you are not excited yet, you need to get excited, because playoff football is some of the best football out, and I can't wait to see it in the XFL. Here's another chance for Aaron Murray, who starts at his own 20-yard line. Shotgun set. He's got 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Snap is low. Handoff to Devion Smith. Bounces off a defender and tackled down by 2 guys in red. Probably his biggest gain so far. I mean, you see his stats. That's 5 carries on 5 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Vipers with just over 9 minutes to go.
2nd and 7. Ball at the 23-yard line.
There is the snap to Smith. He is grabbed up. Tampa Bay still has a...
No, not today. No, sir.
Tampa Bay still has an outside chance of making the playoffs. They need this win here, and right now it's not looking good. Aaron Murray is brought down. What a hit by the defenders. They are in complete control.
I've been hit harder than that in high school.
In complete control of this game. Murray's confident, talking about he's been hit harder in high school. But guess what, Aaron? This isn't high school. This is the XFL. That is another 3 and out. And you have your punter out there in his own end zone punting the ball away. So all that high school talk is not helping you at all, as your team is down 3 scores. And right now, if I'm the head coach, I've got Cornelius warming up. I mean, it has not been good for Tampa Bay with Murray back at the helm. It's a tough break because he was the guy, he was the starter, and he suffered an injury. And Cornelius has done a decent job. They've only got 2 wins in 7 weeks. They still have a chance. They cannot lose any more games. If they lose this game today, they will be eliminated from playoff contention. They need this win to stay alive. They've got to win out and pray for some miracles. It is a... Was that a direct snap? I think there was an error. I think there was a botch play. It looked like he was supposed to hand the ball off, but Cardell just started running on his own. The lineman didn't look ready. It was a very odd play there. We're going to call that a busted play. 2nd and 9 for DC, who are still in good hands here. Cardell is in a shotgun set. Usually when Cardell is back in the gun, he is doing his best work. He's calling audible to his backs. There's the snap. He takes a step back, throws it to the middle of the field. It is caught short. 3rd and 4 for DC. Barry has already started off well. Both guys, Barry and Jenkins, have done an extraordinary job for the defenders, getting open with ease. And Cardell's been finding it without a problem. Cardell Jones has had a great start to this game. I think he's throwing only 1 or 2 incomplete passes. Here we are, 3rd and 4, empty set. There's the snap. He's got good protection. He finds a man over to the left hash of the field. I believe that is Barry again. Barry has been an absolute beast to start this game. And we have a 1st down for the defenders. Another good toss by Cardell as he works the left hash mark of the field. Finds a spot, finds his man. 1st down, defenders. First and 10, another empty set for the defenders. With just over 6 minutes to go in the second, this clock is moving along as DC has done everything they've wanted. That might have been a bad play design. It looked like it was supposed to go, I believe that's the tight end, to the tight end, Ebenezer Conrad, but he ran into another player as he was running a hitch route, and he looked like he was running an out route. Bad timing, tough break, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the defenders.
2nd and 10.
And here comes DC in the offset eye. It is an even set. They've got receivers at the top and bottom of your screen. It is a toss play to Pittman, who is tackled in the backfield. 3rd and 15 for the defenders. Great stop by the Vipers. That has probably been the highlight for the Vipers. Ryan Mylan's on the stop. Some of the runs they've been able to bottle up in the backfield. And we have a 3rd and long for the defenders. Can they convert this here? I believe this is the first time they've had a 3rd and long. I think before the 3 and out, they weren't dealing with 3rd and longs at all. 3rd and 15, but they are in field goal range, so they could boot one up if they need to. But 3rd and 15, let's see if they can convert. Trips formation, top of your screen. Single back set. Cardell under center. There's the snap. He takes the drop back. He is looking. He's got some time. He finds a man complete in the end zone. Touchdown, defenders. This one's got to be over. We are 5.5 minutes into the second quarter. It is a 27-0 game. The Vipers, the word flat isn't even a good enough word to describe how the Vipers have come out. I can't even fathom the fact that they have given up 4 scores in less than 15 minutes of football. If you are a Vipers fan, you are screaming mad at the screen right now, whether you're on your phone. You've probably thrown your phone at this point. You've probably logged off of YouTube. You're just like, screw this. I'm not watching any more Vipers football. This is a game that they needed. Kick is up. Kick is good. This was a game they needed, and they find themselves down 28-0. But the best thing I can say about the situation is that there is plenty of football left. 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. There's a whole nother half of football. I've seen crazier things happen. Can they make a comeback? I mean, as of right now, it looks like this one's already a wrap. The kick is up. It is received by Lloyd at his own 2-yard line as he brings it out past the 20, met by a slew of defenders down at the 25-yard line. We have 5.5 minutes to go. Aaron Murray, the Vipers fans need something. This ball, Devion Smith needs more touches. I don't know. He's got to be able to get loose, but the DC defenders are stuffing the run. The passes he's thrown have been dropped. It's just been a tough break for Tampa Bay. There's the snap. He takes the drop back, swings it out to Devion Smith immediately. He's got some blocking room. He sheds one tackler and gets tackled out of bounds. That is a good start for Tampa Bay. If I'm not mistaken, that is their first down. Their first down of the game. It took Killian to get him out of bounds, but he passed the first down marker. That is a good start for the Vipers. Vipers fans, stick around. Do not abandon your guys just yet. It's a 28-0 game. I know it seems hopeless, but like I said, crazier things have happened in the XFL. Just have faith. Keep hope alive. There's the snap. It goes to Devion Smith, and he is smacked in the backfield. 2nd and 13. I know I told you to keep hope alive. Keep a little bit of hope, I guess. Don't put too much hope into it. Just a little bit of hope. Not too much. 2nd and 13 for Aaron Murray, who's having a tough game today. Welcome back to the XFL, Aaron. Here comes a crazy blitz, what looks like from DC. Oh, nope, there's a bluff. They drop everyone else. He throws the ball. It is caught. Wow. I thought that was going to be a deflected pass. That looked like great defense from the defenders. James Hakeem had a tough break there. I thought he was going to make the stop on the knockdown, but it is caught by Hubbard. Hubbard picks up a few. 3rd and 7. It's still 3rd and long to me. Anything past 6 yards would be 3rd and long. They can still get a first down here. They got trips formation to the top of your screen. Smith flanked to his right. It is a snap. It is handed off to Smith. Smith got some room. He's spin move. Smith's got some room. Nobody's going to catch him. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And there you go, Vipers fans. We have 6 on the board for the Vipers as the crowd begins to boo. What a play. He shimmies off another one. Great spin move. Great block downfield from the Tampa Bay linemen. It is a beautiful sight as an old lineman myself to see them hustling almost all the way to the end zone next to Devion Smith. Great block by what I believe was the center. And we have 6 points for Tampa Bay. Way to not quit on your running back, your feature back. You could have just said, screw it, I'm gonna just throw this ball. They did not see that coming on 3rd and 7. They were ready for a pass. Great play call by the Tampa Bay coaching staff. And we have a 28-7 game. So like I said, keep hope alive. If you're a Tampa Bay fan, you have a 28-7 game. It's back to a 3-possession game. You've got to play some defense here. Maybe before half you can get another score and you can make it 28-14. There's 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes even left in the second quarter. If you can get another DC stop, then you have chance to make it a 2-possession game. and you'll be able to maybe make another stop in the beginning of the third quarter and make this a game. Willie Washington brings it out to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cardale Jones and company. If you're Cardale and company, you are still in the driver's seat. Take your time. You got plenty of time to get something going here. No need to rush it. No need to force it. Tyler Pittman has been a great help to the defenders' offense. Bunch formation, top of your screen. Cardale's under center with Pittman in the backfield. There's a snap. It is a draw play to Pittman. Pittman is met at the line, but he gains 2 still. 2nd and 8 at the 24. Decent run there. I mean, he got what he could out of it. He was wrapped up at the leg, so he couldn't get far. 2-yard gain. A positive yardage is better than no yardage or negative yardage. So 2nd and 8 for DC. Trips formation at the top of your screen. And there's the snap. It's a delayed handoff to Pittman, who goes right up the middle, who gets tons of yards, shakes off one defender, hits straight up the gut. What a run by Pittman. It is another great run by Pittman, who's having a hell of a day today. Let's watch that on the replay. Thank you, Truck, for finally listening to me. Delayed handoff right up the gut, not touched until he was well past the first down marker. Shook off the first guy, got a little bit of shoulder love, but he took it like a man. 1st and 10 at the DC 36. Wow, it has been an odd game today. We have a 28-7 lead for DC, who it's just got to be a redemption game at this point. And it is intercepted. Wow. Cardale has had a hell of a game, and he makes one big mistake.
Textbook, baby. Textbook.
Wow. You got to take your time. He had nothing but time. Errant throw. I believe that went to Butler, the toughest man in the league with a broken nose, who's still playing. And, oh, that's a tough break. Great run by Pittman, and then the very next play, they throw an interception. Prime position for Murray to get a score here. He's got under 3 minutes to go, and he is in DC territory. Even 3 here would help. There's a snap. Good snap to Murray. Murray is looking downfield. He has a man. It is caught, and it is a touchdown. What a game we are having here. Touchdown to Mike Simpson. Now Aaron Murray is looking like the Aaron Murray that Tampa Bay drafted in the QB draft. Wow. I'm sorry, I call it the QB draft. I believe that's what the AAF did. This is the XFL, and they were assigned, and Aaron Murray was assigned to the Vipers, and he is looking like the guy that they betted on in the first place. Now, that first quarter was tough on him. He has, I believe, 2 touchdown passes. I'm sorry, he has 1 touchdown pass. Devion Smith got the run on the other play, on the other score. Kick is up, kick is good. And we have a 2-possession game now. 28-14 Tampa Bay. They immediately capitalize off of the Cardale Jones interception, and that's the way you do it. Whenever I'm a coach, and whenever my team gets an interception or a fumble recovery, I always try to go downfield to try and take the wind out of the sails of your opponent. Great job of the offensive coordinator to find the mismatch and get the ball to Simpson. 4-6, 28-14 game. Willie Washington takes it out, and he is mollywopped by the Vipers. Now the Vipers are starting to look like they are ready to play. It took them a quarter. They fell behind fast, but hey, like I said, plenty of football left. They have a whole nother half to get things going their way, and Cardale has got to make some kind of adjustments here. 2:45 to go. They still have time to get a score here. It can be a 35-14 game very quickly before you know it. In the shotgun set is Cardale. He takes the snap. He drops back, finds his tight end up the gut. He goes. Tackled down by 2 defenders there, and I believe that is Ebenezer Conrad, who will pick up 7 yards on the gain. Yes, that is 2nd and 3. Good start for Cardale, and way for the good job of the offensive coordinator to just say, hey, you know what? Let's shake that one off. It happens. We're gonna just give you a pass play. Take it easy. Find the man that is given what the defense is giving to you, and that's about it. Toss play to Pittman. He cuts back inside, and he goes nowhere. None of that is happening here. 3rd and 4 for the defenders as we are at the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. My name is Bravo33. I am your commentator for each and every game on the network. Welcome to another week of outstanding XFL football. We will talk about the week slate after this third down play. We have two wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. I formation. There is the snap. He is looking downfield. He's got some time, plenty of time, but there is a penalty flag, and he took too long. Sack on the play. This looks like it's an overdrive for the defenders no matter what. This might be a holding call here.
Holding, number 74, offense. The penalty is declined.
Now, the average football play is about 3 to 5 seconds long. Cardell had plenty of time on that one, and if he has that extended amount of time, the officials are going to find some kind of flaw in the offensive line, and they found the hold. Let's be like I said.
Blocking this thing. Come on, let's swarm this guy.
I am a former offensive lineman, and as an offensive lineman, we hold on every play. I'm just letting out the secret now. My fellow offensive linemen, don't be mad at me, but we hold on every play. We just never get caught. So they finally got caught on that one. Tough break. 3 and out again for... I'm sorry. There wasn't a 3 and out if I'm not mistaken, but if it was, it was. Nonetheless, punted away by the defenders. 1st and 10 for the Vipers. They're at the 44-yard line, and the way the game was going for Tampa Bay and DC, it seems like they have flipped roles in this quarter after about the 6-minute mark, and Tampa Bay has prime field position at the 44-yard line and a chance to make this a one-possession game just like that. I mean, the whole Kansas City Chiefs run in the playoffs consisted of comebacks after being down a few scores all the way through the Super Bowl. Devion Smith has a man on his back. He's met by another DC defender after a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Smith is now having a decent game after that 58-yard run. A minute and a half to go, and the Tampa Bay Vipers have a good chance of making this a one-possession game. If not, get a score of 3. It'll be 11 points going into the second half, and it'll be a manageable distance of scoring here. There's another handoff to Devion Smith. He looked like he wasn't ready for any of that. Tackled down quickly, right at midfield, 3rd and 5 with just over a minute to go. They need a conversion here. Offset eye, quick step back by Murray, toss to Smith. Smith goes nowhere. 4th and 7, a minute left and ticking. You would think DC would want to call a timeout, but the way the second half of the second quarter has been going for them, they're probably just like, you know what, screw it. Let's just go into halftime with our 2-score lead, and let's go back to the drawing board. Let's see if we can pick up some more points. 38 seconds left to go in this first half, and Tony Law is kicking the ball away back to Waswa Edmonds. They're bleeding this clock, giving the defenders no chance to try and make anything happen, but this is the XFL. Anything can happen. The punt is up. The punt is away. Great punt there. Picked up by Edmonds, who tries to spin away, but nonetheless tackled at his own 17-yard line. I believe that the defenders will just say, screw it, let's run this ball real quick and let's get out of here. And that was the case for Tampa Bay. They were going to do that last week. Devion Smith broke one real far. They ended up picking up 3 on a field goal. Did something like that happen here? We'll see. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Single back set for Cardell. He is under center. There is the snap. He takes the drop back. The late handoff to Pittman. Pittman is met at the line of scrimmage, and that should do it for the first half. I can't blame them. They were up 28-0, and right before the end of this half, they gave up 2 big scores. So let's just get the hell out of this first half with the 2-score lead. And there you have it, folks. The defenders are up 28-14 on the Vipers. It has been a hell of a half. We've had 42 points. Enjoy watching the highlights of this halftime show. And we are back. It has been one hell of a half. I mean, wow. 42 points on the board. Since the Last Life Gaming Network has taken over the duties of broadcasting these games, that is the highest scoring half. Probably, yeah, that is the highest scoring half that we've had. It has been one exciting game so far. These teams have not disappointed. Willie Washington takes it deep in his own side of the field. And they have a 28-14 lead. As you saw in the halftime stats, they should be up by a lot more, but a late turnover and a great run by Devion Smith on that play. That spin move was so sweet, and it allowed him to break free for 6. He had a great block by one of his linemen. Cardell has looked pretty damn good. I believe he has 175 yards and 2 touchdown passes. He sits in the offset eyes. He's calling an audible to his receivers. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Pittman, who runs outside. He is met by the safety. That man has had another good game as well. The safety for the Vipers is Central McCullum. Great stop there. And Pittman has done well. Pittman sometimes has had less than 50 yards running. Today he's over the 70-yard mark. He's had one hell of a first half. Let's see if he can get to the 100-yard mark. And here goes defenders. Cardell Jones is in the gun. He's comfortable back there. We're in a lot of shotgun sets at Ohio State. There's a snap. He drops back, steps up, sees a man to the outside. It is caught, but they rule him out of bounds. 3rd and 8. Tough break for the defenders. His man was open, but he couldn't get his feet in bounds. 3rd and 8. No need to call a challenge flag this early in the half. Just live the fight another day. Keep those timeouts, because the way this game is going, they might need them late in the game. Tampa Bay looks like they're going to try and make a comeback here. They were down 28-0 at one point. It is now a 28-14 game. Looking for a little Mahomes magic, maybe. Shotgun set for Cardell. He's got Pittman flanked to his left. 4 wide receivers on the outside there. He got a man over the middle. It looks like it is. Who is that across the middle? I can't see his numbers. I believe that was Willie Washington. It looked like Willie Washington. He got open on the out route. I'm sorry, on the post route, and it was Willie Washington. On the post route there, he caught the safety slipping. Easy pass for Cardell. Little pitch and catch. First down for the defenders. That is what they needed to start off this half. They needed to convert a first down, get into Tampa Bay territory, put a little pressure on this Tampa Bay defense, because they had all the momentum going into this and going into halftime. Still a 28-14 game. Cardell Jones is in the gun set. He's switching up the play there. There's a snap. He drops back looking for a man. He sees one across the middle. It is caught, and he shakes off about 2 or 3 guys before he is tackled down. Raymond Berry's having a hell of a game for the defenders. 2nd and 2. I mean, they've got all the options in the world, because Pittman's going off. Berry's having a hell of a game. Jenkins is playing well. I mean, they can do pretty much whatever they want offensively, and their defense has been stuffing the Tampa Bay offense. So there's a handoff to Pittman. He hurdles over a man, picks up a first down before he is lightly put to the turf. First down for Pittman and company. Another good run by Pittman. He is having probably a career day today. The defenders have looked really good on offense. Besides that one interception, that was just a bad decision by Cardell, and it was picked off by Butler. Besides that play, the offense of the defenders have looked impeccable. Another pass on an out route. It looks like that is caught by Berry. He is, again, that's probably his 8th or 9th catch today. 2nd and 8. I mean, it was only a gain of 2, but it's all that is just a rhythm for Cardell. He made that pass hoping that Berry would wind up, breaking a tackle, getting upfield. But it is another reception for Cardell. This is an offset eye for him, but everyone's bunched in. The Vipers are ready. This has got to be a handoff. It is not. It is a pass play caught by Pittman, who is hit in the backfield. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 10. Unfortunate turn of events here, but hey, they are still in field goal range. If nothing works out for them here, they can still boot one up. Just don't take a sack and pin your kicker back more. If you need to, throw this ball away. Just don't pull a Landry Jones and throw it away on 4th down at the end of the game. Still a boneheaded play. Rumor has it that Landry Jones might be out as the starter after that, but we'll have to see come game time for them, which is tomorrow. And complete pass by Cardell, who's got 226 yards passing. I mean, look at the comparison there. Cardell has been playing one hell of a game, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's get out my schedule here so I can bring you the rest of the week slate today, as the Defenders kicker will be trying to put up 3 on the board. Coming up next at 5 p.m., we have St. Louis traveling to New York, and that game will determine who will be outright, well, at this rate, I would say second place, because it looks like Tampa Bay is not going to be able to catch up to DC. That will help set playoff implications. Let's just say that. The Battlehawks and the Guardians are both at 4-3. The Battlehawks defeated the Guardians earlier in the season. So if New York can get the win there, they will split the season series, and it will take head-to-head a different way. It'll be points for, amount of touchdowns scored all together. A whole elaborate tiebreaker that the XFL has. So that'll be another big game to determine on the East. As we have a flag on this kickoff very early. I wonder what happened there. Maybe a clipping call. Let's pause the schedule talk to hear the penalty.
Holding, number 86, receiving team.
A holding call. I just don't understand how the officials were able to call a holding call that early in the kickoff. I mean, what, did he tackle him? That's odd. I wish I can get a replay in there, but thanks, Truck. Thanks, guys. You guys are doing hell of a job. You get the field pass right, but when I need a replay, you know what? We're going to talk about it after the game again. We're going to have some words. So, to continue on, tomorrow at 3 p.m., one hell of a game. It's looking like that's what's going to be the first round of the playoffs. The Houston Roughnecks will travel to L.A. to face the Wildcats. They're putting their undefeated streak on the line against L.A. Every team at this point will be hungry to be the first team to beat the Roughnecks this year.
We need to pick it up. I need some help, man. I can't do it by myself.
That will be at 3 p.m. Eastern, and if you are an LA fan living in LA, that'll be 12 Pacific. And to end off the week's games, we have the Seattle Dragons and the Dallas Renegades facing off at 6 p.m. at prime time on Sunday night. Offset eye for the Tampa Bay Vipers. It is a handoff to Devion Smith, who gets a gain of 4 before he is met by some defenders. 3rd and 6 at their own 21. They've got to convert here. They have to convert. If not, they'll be punting the ball away again and giving DC great field position, which is what allowed them to get such a big lead in the first place. They have a 17-point lead. Aaron Murray's in the gun. We have a penalty on the field. There is a toss to the outside. It was caught. I don't know if they ruled him out of bounds or not, but it probably won't matter. What's the penalty?
Offsides, number 95, defense, solid yard penalty, repeat, 3rd down.
So we have an offsides call on the defenders. So it is the 3rd and 1. They get to repeat the down. I mean, if 3rd and 1 here, no brainer. Let's hand it off to 24. Let 24 do his damage and see if he can get the ball over the first down marker and get you a new set of downs. DC seems to be ready. I believe they have 7 in the box. They have everybody creeped up. Little bump and run coverage. Hand it off to Devion Smith. He's met in the backfield, but he is too strong. Too much leg power to be stopped back there. He fought right through it, picked up the first down. They have a 1st and 10, and we are moving the chains for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10.
And there's a great shot of Aaron Murray. He is in the gun, and he is by himself in the backfield. He's got 2 wideouts flanked to his left and right. There is the snap. He is looking, goes across the middle. His man goes for a spin move, tackled forward for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. I believe that is Lloyd. Let me make sure. Let's check the program. Yes, that is Douglas Lloyd. I believe that is his first catch of the game. And man, this 3rd quarter is moving right along. We are under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It is moving right along. Before you know, we're going to be in the 4th quarter. This game's going to be over. Here we go. There's the snap. It is a delayed handoff to what looks like Leroy Green. Devion Smith needed a break. Leroy Green isn't the best running back, but that's why he's a backup. He's had some flashes of greatness, but against the defense, like the defenders here, I don't believe he's going to get much off. The Vipers have had a great defense all year, but this is the first time I believe they've given up this many points in a game. There's the snap. Murray's in the backfield alone. It is picked off by the defenders. He is going to take it to the house. No! Tackled down by Murray. Great job by the quarterback to stop it and get the touchdown-saving tackle. Man, both of the interceptions, great job by Mike Little there. Both of the interceptions thrown by each quarterback has just been timing issues. It seems like they are telegraphing these throws. Butler made it look easy for Tampa Bay to get that interception, and Little just stepped right into the passing lane. Almost looked like he was playing basketball there. Picked the ball right off and nearly brought it to the house. DC has another chance to get a score here. If they score here, they go up 24 points. It might just be too little too late for the Vipers. Here we go, bunch formation, top of your screen. There's the snap. Cardell decides to just take off immediately. He is smacked hard. Still a gain of 7. He met Butler, a little slow to get up, but nonetheless, he is up. He's celebrating. He is happy. He said, you know what? I'm going to take this one on my own. He picks up a gain of 7, so you can't be mad at that.
2nd and 2.
What a game so far by Berry. 8 catches, 136 yards, and he's the man at the bottom of your screen. You got to believe that he's looking his way. There's a snap. Counter play to Pittman, who fights forward for a gain of 2. 3rd and 1 for the defenders, and it's looking pretty academic from here. They look like they're just going to be able to pick up this first, and they're just going to march right in and get another score. It'll be 38-14 DC before you know it, and this one will be over, and all you Viper fans will be cursing out my name because I predicted it correctly. Offset I formation. It's a handoff on the counter to Pittman. Great defense by the Vipers. I was completely wrong. I have egg on my face. You guys can laugh at me now in the chat. Just a bunch of LOLs in the chat if you'd like. 4th and 2 for the defenders. It's looking like, yeah, it's going to be another field goal. They'll still be up 20. They still have a comfortable lead. It won't hurt for them to put up another score in the next quarter and have a well-off lead where they won't. The Vipers will be helpless to come back at all. Kick is up. Kick is good. It is a 34-14 game. 20-point lead. Just when you thought that the Vipers were going to try and make something happen, they have a repeat performance of their terrible fourth quarter and put up nothing in this quarter so far. They are down 20 once again, and DC has looked pretty impressive. I mean, DC has looked like the 1 seed that they have been the entire season. With just 2 weeks left after this game, I mean, this is where they want to be, because their counterparts that are tied with them, the Guardians and the Battlehawks, will be playing each other later today in about a couple hours, and that game will determine who the other team will be, and no matter what, they beat both of them, so they will have the tiebreaker there. DC will want to win out. They can wind up being 7-3. That'll be a great playoff, great record to have heading into the playoffs. Handoff to Devion Smith, spins off a man, shakes off another. Devion Smith is one hell of a runner. That play should have been stopped in the backfield. He took a 2-yard loss and made it an 8-yard gain. Thank you for the replay truck. But maybe they don't want to see me outside afterwards. He bounces off this man here. That's Killian he bounces off of. Shrugs off another tackler. And he powers forward while Little picks up the tackle at the end. Man, Devion Smith, if you have him on your fantasy team, he is picking up points for you. And if you don't have him on there, I hope you picked up Pittman in the waiver wire, because he is having one hell of a game as well, too. Offset I formation for Aaron Murray. There is the snap. It is a delayed handoff to Smith, who is met in the backfield this time and stays in the backfield. 3rd and 3 at their own 31. I don't believe they're going to be able to do this on the ground with Devion. Last time they did a 3rd and long, they went with a draw play to Devion, and he took it 50-some-odd yards to the house. But I think DCs will be ready for it this time. And it's an I formation, 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. There's the snap. play action, roll out, and he's got no time. Aaron Murray is dragged down in the backfield. Unfortunate turn of events. 4th and 13, and the Vipers will be punting this ball away. Jody Ramirez, fantastic job shaking out of that block and getting right to Murray with the quickness. Great stop. That is what DC needed. They needed to make sure that Tampa Bay was scoreless in the quarter. It's a 20-point game, and they'll be getting the ball back with great field position once again. I mean, this is ideal for DC to go into the 4th quarter with such a lead. 10 seconds left to go. Law punts this away, and it's almost blocked. It's a high one. It is covered well by DC. Waswa Edmond gets about 2 or 3 yards. Tackle down at, I think I've said this about 2 or 3 times, the 44-yard line of DC. This is still great field position for the defenders. And if it's anything like the first quarter, they're going to put up points again, and it'll be a 41-14 game. And the Vipers fans will be burning their Aaron Murray jerseys and screaming for Cornelius to come back. Here we go. I formation. It looks like it is an I left as the tight end's on the bottom end of your screen. It is a stretch handoff to Pittman. Pittman gets a great block. He springs forward. He's past the 40. He's got a little room in front of him. Tackled down at the 20-yard line to end off the quarter. He's got over 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. What a game for Pittman. Let's watch this on the replay. He got that one block from his fullback. Great block by Carpenter. And another good block from his wide receiver, Barry. He had all the sideline. Finally tackled by the safety, Rich Killian. That is the end of the 3rd quarter as we go into the 4th. 20-point lead for the defenders, 34-14. And like we always say around this time, throw those 4s up, throw them up, throw them up, throw them up. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. And those Vipers teammates are getting a little fired up. They want some more out of them. If they can get a turnover here, that'll be big. What they need at this point is a turnover. They can't give up another 3. Cardell Jones is in the gun. He's got 2 backs flanked to each side of him. There's a snap. Another handoff to Pittman. Pittman is met in the backfield. Good start for the Vipers here in the 4th quarter. Clock is ticking, though. Every second counts at this point when you're down by 20. Before you know it, those 10 minutes will be gone in a flash. The defenders have done well so far today. I mean, look at those numbers for Cardell. Barring that one interception, 129.4 QBR. I mean, you can't ask for a better day. Offset I formation. Another handoff to Pittman. He leans forward. 3rd and 7. You got to believe that they're just going to milk this clock some more and then kick it up and be up 23. They could play conservative ball here at this point because it doesn't seem like Tampa Bay.
Gun. Quads left, 50 red flood. Focus on this one.
It doesn't seem like Tampa Bay is going to be able to make a comeback here. DC is in complete control of this game. Inside the red zone, we have shotgun set. Sounds like they're going to run a pass play here. Called flood, I believe. Everybody will be rolling out one way. There's a snap. He is looking deep in the back of the field. It is picked off in the end zone. That is the turnover that Tampa Bay needed. Great stop by Rufus Ryan. He is a ball hawk. He was looking for Barry, which sucks because Rufus Ryan looked like he was just reading his eyes, and he had Antoine Albright. If he zipped it to the back shoulder of Albright, he might have been able to get away with a tight throw there. Nonetheless, he looked for Barry, picked off by Ryan, and we have 1st and 10 for Murray and company. They've got to capitalize here. There's a toss. It goes to what looks like Simpson. 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 for Tampa Bay. Great start by Murray.
With that throw? They were coming hard at me and I rushed it.
At least Cardell owns up to his own mistakes. He said they rushed him. That great defense by the Vipers to pressure Cardell into throwing a quick one. He went to his go-to receiver, and Rufus Ryan was ready. Offset I for Tampa Bay. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Murray takes the snap. It's another handoff to Devion Smith. He tries to get some room to the outside. Nowhere to go. Decent game for him. He's at 77 yards for the game. 3rd and 4. They're going to have to do it through the air here. Or Murray's going to have to look for Simpson or Hubbard or Sean Baker, the tight end. He hasn't been targeted yet today. I only think only once.
The Vipers, 26 yards.
Aaron Murray's got to make something happen here. He's got to show why he was QB1 to begin with. I formation. There's the snap. Quick drop back. Pump fakes. Finds a man over the middle. It is Simpson once again. Hit as soon as he catches the ball by little. First down for the Vipers. This is what they needed. This is the drive that they needed. And they've got to score now. They've got to score pretty quick. Great patience by Murray. Woo. Little was trying to take that man's head off. Did you see that water fly off of him? Wow. Little is a bruiser, and he was making himself known on that play. Trips formation, bottom of your screen. This has got to be a passing play here, unless it's a delay to Devion. Let's see what happens here. There's the snap. It is a delay to Devion Smith. He shakes off one man, goes for a spin. Wow. Nasty hit. And he's slow to get up, but he's getting up. If we can get the replay on that one there, he spun off a man, and that man went low, but as he was turning around, it looked like a lineman just cleaned his clock. And, hey, he got a gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. And what's sad is Murray still has yet to pass over 100 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter of this game, and we're nearly at the end of this game. Smith rolls forward again, crosses midfield, stops at midfield. 3rd and 2 for the Vipers. Just over 6:30 to go in this game. They're running out of time. That's as much as I can say. They've got to attack. I mean, giving the ball to Devion is good and all, but unless he breaks one for 50 right here, they need to throw this ball downfield. They're at midfield, 3rd and 2. They need to convert this here. Murray sees something he likes, so he's going to call an audible. He's got 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. So it's an I formation without any tight ends. There is the handoff to Devion, and Devion gets the most generous spot in the world. Wow, who are these referees? There is no way he crossed that first down marker. Now the time for the defenders to challenge something, because that was not a first down. But here we are, 1st and 10 for the Vipers at the 48-yard line. Wow, that is a good break for the Vipers. That was not a good break for Devion. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Leroy Green. The defenders were pissed off. That lineman channeled his inner Jadeveon Clowney from back in his college days. Holy crap. 2nd and 14 for the for the Vipers. Murray is in the gun, in the empty backfield by himself. He's got some options there with receivers. He's got 5 choices. There's the snap. He stops back. He's looking, slides to his right, throws over the middle, towards the right yard markers. 3rd and 12. I believe that one was to Baker. Baker gets his first catch of the day. I think that's only his 2nd or 3rd target. 3rd and 12. They've got to convert this one. If they don't convert here, call it a game. It's game over. 3rd and 12. Trips formation at the bottom of your screen. He's got 5 wide. They understand they got him throw this ball deep. 5 minutes to go left in this game. There's the snap. Murray's looking. He's got great protection. He fires the ball over the middle. It is caught. Nobody near him. He has one trailer, and Little will not catch him. Touchdown, Vipers. That is what they needed. Curtis Walker, great snag. He's the 4th man on the depth chart, so he's probably up. They sat in the zone, and they went right behind that safety on the post pattern. Little couldn't catch up. Great catch, great run after catch by Curtis Walker. And folks, with just under 5 to go, it's a 2-possession game. The way DC has played this half, they've only had 6 points in this entire second half. And that was in the 3rd quarter. They have not scored in this quarter at all. And they had opportunities. They threw a pick. And after that pick, it is now a 34-21 game. Can the Vipers get another stop and get another score? Kick is up. Kick is good. 34-21. Vipers fans, if you're still here, stick with your team, man. You've stuck with them this far. They're 2-5. A win here will keep them in the playoff race. This is big here. And they'll have a season sweep over who is determined as the #1 seed right now. It looks like they're going for the onside. Smart to go for it now. I mean, why not? There's the boot. It is past the 10-yard mark. It is caught. The Vipers have it. The Vipers picked up the onside kick. Wow. They picked up the onside kick. Who went rushing forward? What a boneheaded move. The ball hadn't even gone 10 yards. That was so boneheaded. The ball didn't go 10 yards. He went to catch it, bobbled out of his hands, picked up by the Vipers. That has had to breathe life into this offense. And look at them now. You got to treat it like a turnover. Trips formation. Aaron Murray's got to be looking to go downfield deep. He snaps the ball. He rolls out to his left. He's got a man. He throws it in the triple coverage. Murray, what the hell are you doing? I mean, relax. You cannot.
We can't have you throwing picks, man. I couldn't get away from the rush. I should have just ate it.
So that was the backup, not Cardell Jones. We're just gonna like that didn't happen at all.
Where you been today?
Don't worry, man. I'm going to get it turned around.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 40-yard.
Now, Aaron Murray, that he was correct on that one. His running back was correct. He's not had a good game, to say the least, but he has a chance to redeem himself here. He throws it right over the middle. Tight throw in double coverage. What a throw by Murray. I believe that one was to Simpson. Again, great ball. There's the snap again. He is looking downfield. Rolls out to his right as he shakes away from a defender. Thrown out of bounds. That might have been the smart move there. You know, roll out, get out of the pocket, throw the ball away, live to fight another down. You don't want to go backwards and you don't want to force it. It's a 13-point game and every play counts. So I'm not going to discredit Murray there. That was probably the right play, right call. Nonetheless, 2nd and 10 at the DC 39-yard line. The defenders have got to be on their heels here. As Murray and company, they're not looking to run this ball at all anymore. Smith is on that sideline. Trips formation, top of your screen. Murray is looking, and he throws it, but he is hit as he's thrown. 3rd and 10. That defensive lineman just came in untouched. I mean, they've got to do better. They've got to do better there. It is way too late in the game to have a blown assignment. Paul Page went right on in there and cleaned up shop. Murray got the ball off. Thank God he didn't get a sack there. And again, 3rd and 10. So 2 smart plays by Murray to get rid of the ball in time. Here he goes in the gun. He takes 1 step looking, but he is wrestled back at the 45-yard line. 4th and 16 for the Vipers. I mean, you got to go for it here. Paul Page, once again, he didn't get him the first time. Ripped right through the second time there. Thank God for forward possession if you're a Vipers fan, because he should be back near the 50, but that's not how football goes, folks. He's at the 45-yard line due to forward progression. Tampa Bay's got a chance here still. It's a 4-down game. Murray is the man at the middle of the field, the 50-yard line. He's got trips to the left at the bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. Clock is ticking. There's the snap. He's looking deep downfield. He's got a man and is caught as he falls down. 1st and 10 for the Vipers, and they are in hurry-up mode. They stick to the trips formation. Bottom of your screen, Murray again gets the snap. He drops back. He slides to his left, looking, nearly intercepted there. Hubbard was not ready for that one, and it was nearly picked off by the defenders. Got to relax there, Murray. Got to relax. I like the sense of urgency that the Vipers have shown. They're down 13. They understand that this is it. This is pretty much a playoff game for them. It might not be for DC, but if they want to remain in playoff contention, they need this win. So it's win or out, win or go fishing at this point. And Tampa Bay has that sense of urgency. Offset I formation, 2 wide at the top of your screen. Murray takes a step. He drops back, finds a man on the out route, and he gets out of bounds after he receives a little bit of shoulder love by the defender's corner there. Great way to force his man out by Waswa Edwards, as they jaw jack a little bit between Simpson and Edwards. Simpson has had a decent game for the Vipers. He's been the main target for Murray. Murray's got to be well over 100 yards now. But here we go again. He's got Smith flanked to his left. Maybe they'll hand the ball off here, but it's 3rd and 5. I'd still be looking to sling this rock. There's the snap. Murray's looking over the middle, and it is dropped. Tough break. Simpson, he's had some on and off plays. He's dropped some easy ones. He's made some huge ones for touchdown. 4th and 5. Are you kicking the field goal here and playing a 10-point game? It looks like they're going for it here. I would have went for it because you got to score and you got to score again. If you score twice, you have a 1-point lead. 3.5 to go left in this game. Murray is still in the gun. Looking like that's where he's comfortable at. There's the snap. He is looking. Moves to his right. Nearly picked off by the defenders. Wow, that was a bad throw. That was a bad throw altogether. 1st and 10 for the defenders. Great defense by Kevin Lane. He was sitting in that zone. I don't know what Murray saw. Maybe he didn't see Lane in that zone. He saw Little stepped up there, and thought he had Baker on the out route. He could have made that. He could have made that completion, but he had to throw that way closer to the sideline. Lane was just sitting right there waiting for that. And if he had the hands, this ball would be going the other way, and we'd be singing a different tune. It might have been a pick six. The defenders are playing conservative football here. Toss play to Pittman. You could tell Pittman was forced to go outside further than he wanted to because of the push from the Vipers defense. He loses 4. 2nd and 14. Hampton on the stop, but that doesn't come together unless Sims bodies up his man and pushes him backwards, forcing Pittman to bounce to the outside there. Great defense by the Vipers, but they gotta get this ball back as soon as possible.
Big play, let's do it again.
Oh, yeah, I hope they come at us the same way.
What they need is a turnover, another turnover here. They've gotten 2 interceptions out of Cardell. They need another one here. They need a fumble, some kind of turnover here, because the defenders are in no way, shape, or form looking to give this ball back to the Vipers. Decent run. He gains back a lot of his yards. You have a 3rd and manageable 6 for the defenders. Wide open playbook. They can also milk this, which I'm sure they will. They'll milk this right down to the 2-minute warning, not leaving the Vipers enough time to try and get 2 scores here. This one might be over. So
3rd and 6.
let's see what happens here, and then we'll talk about the next game and the scenarios that'll happen there. I formation, 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Cardell Jones is under center. I don't believe he was going to snap it. He doesn't. 2-minute warning. DC's up 13. This is looking pretty academic here. It looks like they will walk away with the victory. So, the next game on the docket is another Eastern Division game and is very important to the landscape of the playoffs. The winner there will be sitting in 2nd place, assuming that DC walks away with a victory here. There's a snap. It's a toss play to Pittman. There's a flag on the play. Pittman tried to make a move before anyone was near him. Tough break. That's a loss of probably about 5. But let's see what this penalty is here.
Holding, number 66, offense. The penalty is declined.
Tackle on a holding call, which will be declined by the Vipers. Smart play there. It's 4th and 10. I believe the clock will stop as well. So the Vipers will get the ball. Are they going to be able to put up 14 points in less than 2 minutes? I mean, they already got an onside kick, and we'll see what happens here. They got nothing out of that onside kick. But first, let's see them get the ball back. So the next game will be St. Louis versus New York. St. Louis has a win over New York earlier in the year. A New York win will have that as a tiebreaker and put New York into 2nd place in the Eastern Division, with DC sitting in 1st place at 5-3. So that is another big game.
Way to stay in your gaps, everybody.
This game looks like this will be the game that eliminates Tampa Bay out of playoff contention and will give DC still the inside track on having the 1st seed for the playoffs. They haven't been well on the road. They're probably going to have to win one on the road, win 1 or 2. It is a toss, and it is completed. Okay, so the Vipers are still moving the ball. They called their first timeout of the half. They got 1:41 to go. Great toss to Lloyd. I did not see that happen in there. Douglas Lloyd, good catch. I was talking about the Battle Hawks and the Guardians, and they just ran some crossing routes there. Confused the defense enough to have Lloyd find little space. Great snag. Almost got away, but Killian makes the tackle there. 1st and 10 inside of the DC red zone.
Thanks for giving me all that time, boys. That's why us boys in the trenches get paid the big bucks, right?
with a minute 41 to go. I love that lineman talk. Love to hear it. Way to show confidence. Get your guys in the end zone. Trips formation, bottom of your screen. Man-to-man defense coming from the defenders. Let's see what happens here. There's the snap. Murray drops back. He is looking. He's got plenty of time. Steps up, makes the throw. It is picked. Oh! Nearly picked off there. I thought that was going to be an interception by what I believe is Edmonds. Yep, who's jaw-jacking it up. He is a big trash talker, it seems like. Every chance he gets, he's in one of those wide receivers' faces. But here we go. A minute 35 left. Tampa Bay needs a score. They've been going 5 wide pretty much the entire fourth quarter. Trips to the top of your screen. There is the throw deep down the field. Oh my God, that is the story not only of Tampa Bay's game today, but Tampa Bay's season. Aaron Murray throws an absolute dime, and it is dropped. No excuses. Let's watch this on the replay. Look at this dime here. It's a little bit wobbly, not the perfect throw, but still a catchable ball. And Hubbard, if you get your hands on it, I bet if he threw it to Simpson or he threw it to Baker, one of those 3 guys would have caught the ball. But he decided to go to Hubbard. Hubbard drops the ball. 3rd and 10 for the Vipers. Murray needs to get a first down or a touchdown here. Again, trips formation, top of your screen. Smith is in on this one. He's flanked to his right. Probably here to block or just be another option. There's a snap. Smith swings out. He's got what looks like an open man of Simpson over the middle. Actually, no, that one was Baker. Completed pass. They're at the goal line. Give this ball to Devian Smith. Nope, they decide to swing it out to Smith. He catches the ball, but he is out of bounds. 2nd and goal at the 1. At this point, with a minute 15, the clock is stopped. Line up in the eye. Goal line set. Hand this ball out to Smith. Smith will get you 6. You'll be only down 6. Then you can go for the onside kick once again and try to get it once again. If it worked once, it can definitely work again. Here they go. Offset eye. 2 wide to the top of your screen. The defenders are ready for a run. They've got 8 in the box in that goal line defense. There's the snap. Fade route deflected away by the defenders. Stop throwing that ball to Frank Hubbard. Look at him. 5 targets, only 1 reception, 2 drops. One of them was for a touchdown. Stop throwing that ball to Hubbard, man. Great defensive stop there. Great deflection. 3rd and goal. The Tampa Bay Vipers need to score on this drive. If they don't score or they settle for 3, call it game because it won't be enough. Here we go. Big down here. Murray in the gun there. Still looking to throw. Smith gets the toss. He tries to juke. 4th and goal as he loses 2 yards. They are now at the 3-yard line.
I'm 2 out to touch, baby. 2 out to touch.
Great goal line stand so far for the defenders. But it is go for broke mode for the Vipers. They're 3 yards away.
You think they can punch it in on us? Us? I don't think so.
Defenders have all the right in the world to talk smack. Look at that big man there. He's pounding on the defense, getting this crowd into it. 2 wide receivers bottom of your screen. Devion Smith flanked to his right. Will they give the ball to Devion? Let's see here. Minute 8 to go. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. What is Murray waiting for? There's a snap. He is looking. He finds a man in the back of the end zone, nearly deflected away. Douglas Lloyd, way to get 2 hands on the ball. We have a touchdown here. And pending the extra point, let's watch how tight this throw was. Oh, that was a wobbler. And this man still was able to get 2 feet in. Pending an extra point, we will have a 6-point joint. And Tampa Bay will definitely go for another onside to try and retrieve the ball and go right downfield to try and win this one. If you told me at 28-0 that Tampa Bay would have came back in by this point and been only down 6, I would have laughed in your face. And every Vipers fan would have laughed in your face as well. But here they are. This is those type of games where if Tampa Bay was home, everybody would have left. Probably a lot of the DC fans are like, you know, screw this one's over. There's a few empty seats I see there. They were like, screw this one's over. We're out of here. But you cannot leave the game that early. It is a 6-point game. The Vipers are trying for an onside kick. This is it for the game. It is up. Tough break on that one as the defenders pick it up and convert the first down. Convert the first down and pick up the ball to get a first down. It was a better kick the first time, but this time I believe that's Albright. Let me just make sure there. Antoine Albright picks it up, gets two hands on it as it sails past 10 yards. That looks like that will be the end of all hope for the Vipers as they only have one timeout left with 1:01 to go. All the defenders have to do is run this ball once to get the clock stopped by Tampa Bay. They're not even going to run it. They're going to line up in victory form already, down it maybe 2 times or 3 times, and call it a game. They down it. There is a timeout with 1 minute to go. All Cardell and company have to do is come right back out and down it again, and that clock will start ticking. They'll down it one more time after it passes that 40-second play clock, and that'll be the game. Tough break by Tampa Bay. They have been eliminated out of the playoffs. Tough season. They lost Aaron Murray early. Taylor Cornelius had a decent season. Got a second win last week, and there they go, downing it the ball again. They'll have to do it one more time, and it'll be academic. They lost Murray for a long portion of the season. But what an up and down game from Murray today. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks he can get a couple more wins for Tampa Bay, play some spoiler for some of those Eastern Division teams. But congratulations to Cardell Jones and the DC Defenders on picking up their 5th win of the year. They will move on to 5-3. They are in first place for the East. And again, they are in the driver's seat and right where they need to be at the right time for the playoffs. They have 2 weeks to go. They will play, let's check who they have left. My guess is they'll play the rest of the Eastern Division. And that'll do it, folks. The DC Defenders hang on to defeat the ever so diligent Vipers 34-28. Hell of a game. The Defenders will go on to play the Guardians in Week 9 and the Battlehawks in Week 10. Enjoy this post-game show. What a game, guys. Player of the game is Raymond Berry. He had a lot of great plays, 8 catches, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. My player of the game goes to Cardell Jones. He was the man out there slinging it. He had 2 picks, but he had one hell of a game, led his team to victory. Great job by the DC Defenders to remain in first place. They are now sitting at 5-3. And the next game on the slate will determine who will be in second place as the New York Guardians and the St. Louis Battlehawks do battle. Both teams are at 4-3. somebody's going to leave with their 5th win, and somebody's going to leave with their 4th loss. Thank you for watching. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. We will see you at 5 p.m.